Ikigai is a Japanese concept for the reason of living, and I wrote a book about it. It was published in the UK under the title A Little Book of Ikigai, and in the US, Awakening Your Ikigai. And these are really great books. It's the same content, different titles, and I recommend you to read for obvious reasons because I'm the author. But anyway, having said that, Ikigai's implications are beyond its original domain of health, wellness, and significance of life. I suspect that it has something to do with artificial intelligence even. And I have been thinking about this for some time, especially in relation to the so-called Goodhart's law, which states that any measure, when it becomes a target, is no longer a good measure. And this, I think, resonates very well with the philosophy of Ikigai, because many self-help books equate life with something like success in life or income and social status, and if you're a student, test scores and so on. But these, of course, cannot be the ultimate goals of Ikigai, ultimate goals of life. If you are enthusiastic about life, if you're curious and you learn a lot about things, then as a consequence, if you're a student, your test scores might improve. And if you are a business person, your business might actually turn successful and you might get a lot of money. But that's only the end result. You cannot say that all your life the only purpose is to earn as much as money as possible, or if you're a student, to score as high as possible in exams, because these are really ridiculous and stupid statements. You cannot say that you are pursuing some external measures as a goal in your life unless you are a frivolous and superficial person. And but Ikigai is something different. If you say you're pursuing your Ikigai in your life, that is great. There's nothing more to add to that, because Ikigai is an open-ended concept. It's something that you can strive for every day of your life without being stressed out and without being too much pressured by your colleagues and peers, and it's not something that is dictated from outside. It's not a list of things to do. It's something that comes from within you. And so Ikigai is really great. If you want to know more, please do read my books. But today I would like to discuss a possibly deeply resonant relationship between Ikigai and artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence, as of now, they are trained with some evaluation function, so to speak, and these functions describe how well the AI systems are doing. And based on that evaluation, they try to improve it, and they come up with a new configuration. So each time it's updated, it will be better at reading a text, generating natural language sentences, or generating pictures and movies. Nowadays, the so-called generative AIs, they are all trained with some evaluation function, and they go through reinforcement learning processes, and they gradually come up with better configurations to score better in that evaluation function landscape. And that is all well. It's something that human brains do too, to some extent, and that is really great. But when it comes to pursuing the goals to a letter, then it becomes too rigid and to become too mechanistic, and that's the biggest difference, I think, between human brains and artificial intelligence. Human brains are actually not described by a single evaluation function, or indeed a set of evaluation functions. People are haphazard. Keynes famously used the word animal spirits to describe the tendency of humans to be involved in activities and so on, without knowing where they're going to. And that's beautiful because that's us. We don't know where we're going. We are not going to maximize some evaluation function, like the legendary paperclip maximizer, which is sometimes used to illustrate the absurdity of the whole premises of AI. And I'm currently running because our traffic signal is going to change. That was not in my evaluation function a few seconds ago, but it is now. So that is all these swift adaptations to new environments, and I think I made it. In Tokyo, people generally observe the traffic signals, not unlike in London or New York, where people do ignore traffic signals. Anyway, so Ikigai is a generic form for humans to follow, and that is not described by a single evaluation function. I'll repeat it again because this is very important. Ikigai is not described by a single evaluation function. So even if you pursue your Ikigai, it's open-ended and it's flexible, it's embodied, and it's individualistic, and no matter how you might approach it, it's okay to pursue your Ikigai every day of your life. Now, this is theoretically more difficult than you think, and than I am making it appear to be right now. And so we need to discuss it more. Probably I'll write up a paper about it. At this stage, I think it is very important for the so-called AI alignment problem. This idea how we can make a harmonious coexistence between artificial intelligence systems and humans. I think Ikigai is very important in this alignment problem, precisely for the reason that I have just described. Ikigai is not described by any evaluation function, and I think this is probably a way to expand awareness and healthy life habits more in this technological age, because let's face it, we are living in the world surrounded by artificial intelligence systems. The YouTube algorithm is an instance of artificial intelligence, and you cannot really do without AIs from here. So when we need to think about Ikigai at all, we need to take AI into account. Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll come back to this issue later. But for now, let me repeat: Ikigai is not described by a single evaluation function, and it is okay to pursue Ikigai every day of your life. It's robust, it's flexible. Let's do it.